Joining us now is NewsNation law and justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer. Always great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. So I'd like to show, I'm sorry, Jennifer.
No, I said, hi, Kelly.
Hey, it's always great to see you. Thank you. We'd like to show this surveillance video of the inmates scaling this narrow wall to break out of the prison. It's pretty incredible. Another inmate escaped the same way in May, as you know, and the prison added more barbed wire after that. Jennifer, what more do you believe needs to be done to ensure this doesn't happen again?
Well, they're going to have to enclose that entirely. There's a couple of things that could have been done prior to that beyond the concertina wire. And recall that it looks like he has something that he's wedged in the back of his pants there. And I think it was likely something used to cut that razor wire, and that's how he was able to get through. But electric wire also is very effective. I can tell you it worked great on the farm with our cattle, and it works great in these prisons. So that would have been something that they could have done. And then also trigger, where the minute he was on camera trying to exit where that wire was, to have an alarm sound. But I know what their plans are now is to enclose that yard so it cannot be reached to go outside.
All right, well, that certainly makes sense. Authorities saying they are wearing this inmate down. Is this based on the fact, Jennifer, that he's been living in the wilderness apparently for about 8 days now?
Yes, I think law enforcement believes that sooner or later he's going to continue to come out and he's going to get caught. We know he's been coming out. He's been caught on camera. And at some point, he's going to make a mistake and he will be caught. However, it's just concerning as the days go by in terms of what he can accomplish if he gets out and he actually gets into a car or gets into a house. And that's why authorities are taking these extreme measures to catch him, which they should be doing.
So I know this is hard to predict, but based on what we know about the search and your expertise, how much longer do you think this search will go on before he's eventually captured?
I would expect an error to be made by him within the next week. I just really would. He's got to be very tired and very hungry. But one thing that we all need to keep in mind is he is also very motivated. He wants to stay out of prison at all costs, and even the cost of his life. So I don't expect that he's going to do anything but continue to try to evade police.
Yeah, certainly a dangerous situation for all. We just had a mother on who lives in that area in our last hour. She says her life has been turned upside down. We'll listen to the clip and then come back for a question.
My 11-year-old is constantly by our sliding glass door, letting her dogs in and out. I'm like, well, you got to lock that. And they don't need to go out as often as you think they do. And then, you know, just my daughter who walks all the time, she's not walking, you know, around the neighborhood by herself. And just things that we took for granted are just not happening right now.
You know, and you can hear in her voice how she's just trying to cover all of her bases for not only herself, but her family. Do you have any advice, Jennifer, on what residents there can do to avoid living in fear, but also keep their family safe?
I think it's really important that they establish some confidence in the security they do have at their home. I really recommend Ring cameras. They're 30 minutes to install, and you can get them very quickly. That way you can know if anybody is in and around your property. Also, I think taking extra measures in terms of even letting the dog out, that you make sure to lock the door behind you. So I thought and really appreciated this mother's advice to her daughter. I think they do need to curtail walking paths and things like that. There's just no reason to do that until they get this person in custody.
Oh, great advice as always. Jennifer Coffindaffer, a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.